Hi everyone, this is Claudia from the papers attending MPE 2023. Let's meet the experts and find out what are the trends that are going to shape the industry this year. Can you tell us what is the potential of climate neutral payments and how can payment technology deliver meaningful climate action?
I think that the power of payments is the ubiquity, it's the amazing reach that payments have. If you think about the value chain in payments, all the way from the PSP through the merchants down to the consumer, you can reach a huge number of people by making an intervention right at the top. So if PSPs can bring climate features and climate programs into their systems and offer them to merchants, and through that chain, ultimately to the consumer, we can drive a huge amount of financing and awareness about climate issues and make a difference, taking action right now.
Can you tell us what are the main growth catalysts for A2A payments in Europe?
Well, before we talked a lot about bank connectivity. I think that's now there. So going forward, I would like to mention two things. So one being providers like Trustly emerging that actually delivers a full-blown sort of payment method as opposed to just bank API connectivity. And the second one actually being merchants themselves realizing the value of open banking, kind of driving their own payment mix toward that type of payment method to sort of gain the operational efficiencies that it offers. So I think those are the two main things.
When talking about payments orchestration, what do you think will change or evolve in the next couple of years?
Well, the payment ecosystem is expanding through digital strategies at merchant level, through more low-code base, more simple APIs. So the ability to connect to that ecosystem is where we are at. And the important factor is that the opportunity of expanding payment strategy in relation to growth, higher conversion, and lower cost of ownership is what payment strategy is about. So traditionally, we looked at single banking connectors and one gateway. We now have the capability in the industry to really open up that ecosystem and drive the opportunity.
Can you tell me how can merchants be a part in the success of CBDC?
So CBDCs are really a great opportunity for merchants, first thing. All merchants, because the idea of CBDC is that it will go from person-to-person payments to large merchants. Even for a small merchant, it's an opportunity to accept CBDC, to accept a cheap and efficient means of payment, cheaper than cash, cheaper than cards, in a very efficient way. So you need to adapt to the customer. Some customer will pay with a card, maybe NFC, some with a phone, maybe with a QR code. The merchant will need to accept this payment method and to be comfortable using them in order to educate customers. And there are also ways to reuse the existing infrastructure, because obviously you don't want to reinvent everything. For example, we did an interesting project in Japan with JCB where to access the digital yen, we were reusing the JCB existing infrastructure using cards and mobile phones. So for merchant, an easy migration, easy use, frictionless to educate also the consumers.